Okay, good. It's streaming and recording. So, first off, nope. Hi, welcome back to my channel, Mama Wolf, and I wanted to wish everybody a late happy 4th of July that lives in the US and all the other people. I hope you've had an awesome week and a busy one. But I also hope that you've been staying cool because where I live, it is hotter than Hades here. And yet somehow still humid. Blech. And anyways, so I hope you've been having lots of cool, tasty treats to beat the heat and keep from going insane. I have not, which is why I'm somewhat slightly insane today. I've also been chasing my boys around, so that could be another reason. They're great. So, I said that the VStreaming thing was not worth it, and I stand by that. It's not. If you wanted to more than just sit here and talk everybody's ears off, which isn't what I initially wanted to do, but some people seem to be really interested in that, and can't exactly figure out why, but okay. So to everyone that's been viewing my videos, thank you. Um, I don't know what to do with this app. And I can't just walk away from it because it's the only VTubing app on the Quest. And I can't just keep going with it because eventually people are gonna, oops, I'm adjusting my headset. People are gonna get bored of it, and I wouldn't blame them. I would probably get bored of it too. Oh. I hold no ill will to anyone that does get bored of it. Sorry, I'm readjusting things to try and keep the weight off my face. That's what this thing is supposed to do. Anyways, or at least make it more comfortable to wear. So, I gotta figure out what to do with this damn thing, or uninstall it. Because right now it's my only shot at doing VTubing since I don't exactly have the funds to pay for an expensive model. I could do Suika's free model, which looks really cool, but then I'd also have to do the camera and the rigging. I'm sure it says it comes pre-rigged or whatever. The rigging pre-installed. Oh, cue migraine. But I don't have the money for a high-end camera that does face tracking well enough. Somebody else was also talking about some sort of app they use besides a camera. I don't use iPhone. Apple and I do not have a good rapport right now. Because Apple has been trying to charge me every single time I go to download an app. Or open an app. Even a free one. And I'm not with that bullcrap. Nope, I will pass, thank you. So I'll take Android over Apple any day, just on that simple basis alone. Plus, Android's got a few games that I really, really like that Apple doesn't. And unfortunately, the developers are not considering bringing them over to Apple. Which I can't really say I blame them. That's got to be expensive to try and do. But yeah. And the whole process, come on brain, the whole process of trying to rig up a VTubing model to one device and then that device to the next and that device to another just to, I mean, the lag. How do these other VTubers not lag? Like Smugglana, Chibi Doki, or Doki bird or kitsunero. Like, that's expensive and high end, and a lot of it sounds like it'd be double what I get every month. Yeah, I have to go with the cheap route, so if anyone's got any ideas, I'm open to them. Because I have bills to pay. I have food to buy, clothes, household necessities, stuff like that. So at the end of it, when everything is paid, I don't have a whole lot left in my bank account. And I try to save half of what that's left for emergencies. Keyword here. Try. Something always comes up. Gas money, need money for medication. Oh, my mom just had to pay 30 something dollars for my son's glasses. Jeez. And I mean, I know that's the low end, but when you have to count every coin, it kind of does matter. So, this is the only way I can do VTubing right now, is with a shaky model on a headset that I got off the holiday pricing. I think it was like 50 something percent off last year. It came with Batman Arkham Shadows or something like that. Pretty cool game, but I haven't actually had the chance to finish it. I don't even know if I actually fully started it. Do I want to start it? Like, it's a first person game, so. And we're talking about heights here. Batman does not shy away from heights. This chick does. Heights, spiders, clowns, kind of on the low end. Got bumped up a bit after 2016, but still on the low end. And snakes I'm okay with, as long as it's like the python or the household snakes. Yeah, if I see something in the wild, you can expect me to bolt fast. And it sucks because there's only one spider in this world that I like, and that's the tarantula. You know, the small ones, not the big freaking ones that look like they could eat half your face and still not be full. Um, but the small domesticated ones, you know, the very docile ones that Tetra, you're not getting outside to reproduce. Sorry. I've already got 2 cats buried in the backyard. I don't need a third. Anyways, so, I like them. Because my first true exposure to a tarantula was this conservation one that I came across at the mall when I was 15, 14 or 15. And they let me hold her. Her name was Rosie. And she had this russet, brownish, reddish hair. She was very soft and very sweet. Well, after living in Colorado for so long and running into black widow, brown recluse, and wolf spiders, I developed a severe phobia of them. And so when I went to another conservation event with my late husband, and my youngest wasn't around at the time, and my ex's son, um, I went to go hold a spider. He kept pushing me to hold the damn scorpion. No, thank you. That's a whole nother branch of the arachnophobia I'm not even going to get into. But I went to hold the tarantula. And unbeknownst to me, I thought I was getting sick because we were walking around a whole ton. And well, as it turns out, well, I was actually going into a panic attack, a physical reaction, not just like, okay, this is creepy, scary. I started getting dizzy, sick, nauseated, beyond belief. I had to actually sit down for several minutes afterwards. That I just, yeah, it makes me sad. So I hold no ill will towards the spiders being spiders, but not on my list of friends. Scorpions, yeah, they say they say kill on sight, shoot on sight. I step on sight. Although I heard that there's this one scorpion that can actually pierce through your shoe if the sole isn't thick enough. And I'm like, wait, what? You're telling me there's a monster out there that can pierce straight through your sole, your shoe, into your foot and just kill you that way? Really? I will pass if that's the case. No, thank you. I think it's best to just kill it with fire. Flame on sight, shall we say? And I get the big ones aren't really all that venomous. Painful, but not really venomous. They are still freaking scary to look at. I mean, yeah. So imagine my surprise and absolute freaking horror when I came across them in the mining facility in the Lanira region for Skyward Sword as um as I think it's the main boss. And you see him all throughout the dungeon. And then you run into it again on the minecart track to the skipper's house. Or no, no, that's not the skipper's house. It's some sort of packaging facility plant or something. You run into it again there. And it's like 1,000-year arachnid something. Ugh. And I thought sculptures were the worst that I'd have to deal with. Ugh. Sculptures and moldworms. Whatever variety you want to pick. Skullatulas are absolutely freaking creepy, and moldworms are annoying and a huge pain in the rear, especially in Link to the Past. And now Echoes of Wisdom has the ones that can wall climb. I have lived to see a day where moldworms wall climb. Do you want to know how many dungeons I've played with that effer as the boss? Okay, do you want to know how many times when I was a kid I had to restart the Tower of Hera boss fight? Really? Because I actually kept count back then, and I think it was like 15. Because I couldn't stop it from knocking me off the edge at all. And then somebody once told me, like, there's a trick that if you keep swinging, you can reduce your chances of getting knocked off. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have fond memories with that one at all. But as annoying as he is, there's another one that's 10 times more annoying, and I can't remember. It's either the one in Turtle Rock or the one in the second or fifth dungeon. Oh no, the fifth dungeon's a real pain in the ass the whole way through. Like, I once thought I bricked my game of Link to the Past trying to get through that dungeon because I could not figure out how to proceed through, like, that main hole where you drop down from in the ice palace. I kept getting blocked off by the spike switches. Even to this day, I still get trapped by it. But then you gotta figure that you have to have enough magic when you get to the end of the boss fight to be able to actually take on the boss. Because you have to thaw the damn thing out and then use the hook shot. I think it's the hook shot to kill it while it's blasting lightning at you. Well, I guess it's a late game dungeon boss for a reason. Mm-mm. No thanks. And then the jellyfish looking thing and this the boss in dungeon 2. Oh. Mm. But I gotta tell you, the most annoying enemy in that whole entire freaking game are the damn turtles you have to flip upside down with the hammer. Want to talk about bane of my existence? I'll take the pose. Pose are easy to kill. I'll take the flying enemies of any variety. Those are simple to kill. 1, 2 swipes, you're good. But if I ever see those turtles in a 3D Zelda game again, ever, not again, ever, I'm going to lose my mind. Because, holy flip. And they are no more prevalent than they are in the first freaking dungeon of the game, the Dark Palace. Mm. Mind you, that's the first dungeon of the Dark World. What, did Nintendo decide, oh, well, you made it this far, you're good. Here's some pain in the ass enemies for you. Enjoy! And then just dip. Because sure as hell seems that way. And then on top of it, when you have to get one of the keys in the Dark Palace, you have to flip this switch. But when you flip the switch, these almost nigh indestructible freaking Stalfos drop. And these are the ones that damage you with their head, and you cannot destroy them. I haven't found any way to destroy them in the 20 plus years that I've been playing Link to the Past. Oh, you just gotta book it for that portal to get out of there before those things take your hearts down to 0. Mm-mm. Thankfully, from what I can remember, I think that's one of the only dungeons that they're in. That and the final palace dungeon, Ganon's Tower, Ganon's Lair, whatever it's called, I can't remember. I think it's Ganon's Tower. Mm-mm. Now, if we're going to talk about the most annoying mini bosses, well, that's a whole laundry list of others. But I gotta tell you, my favorite mini boss is Gomez from Majora's Mask at the Stone Tower Temple. That's a cool one. It's strange though. You fight two mini bosses in that temple, don't you? Gomez and then the Blade Master. And then you fight Twin Mold as the dungeon boss. Unless I'm getting things mixed up, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. But holy heck. Favorite mini boss. Most pain in the butt mini boss would have to be the Lakebed Temple. I'm pretty sure that thing is what inspired the frogs in Tears of the Kingdom. Bleh. Looks just like one. 10 times more annoying than a fox, though. Yeah. Even the way the frogs attack copies one of the attacks in that stupid thing. Now that I'm actually thinking about it. One of the only differences, aside from the fact that there's no actual spawn that it drops when it lands down, is its tongue isn't the weak point. On a Frox, the mine points on its back are the weak points. Hmm. But I tell you, the Twilight Princess one really takes the cake. Took me for a long time because I hadn't played Twilight Princess in a while. Took me a really, really long time to be able to figure out how to. I have a tiny sweetness stirring. Munchkin, get away from the edge of the bed, sweetie. Anyways, took me a really, really long time to figure out how to actually attack the ding ding. How to even start the battle, if I'm being honest, because the things kept dropping, all the little tiny, nasty baby tadpole things. But I could not get the mini boss to drop. I don't even remember how I did it originally. But boy, am I glad to be done with that mini boss. It's so freaking gross. One of the coolest mini bosses, I'd have to say, that I've ever come across. One of the coolest bosses in general. I think would have to be Stout Blonde. From A Link Between Worlds. That's a fun fight. Can't see it, but I'm holding a cup. And there goes Tetra with her crawling around and meowing and being a cute little pain. I has need of a straw. I'm going to stop my recording here because I'm not going to be able to post this if it's too long. So I will see you all later in the recording and see you and hope that you enjoy this video. And I will see you next time. And I hope you have a great night. Bye.